Hello.
Yo.
Greetings for another beautiful day. How are you doing, man?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. So our friend wasn't able to join us today, but we can still have a look at some of his work, and he'll be in next week to talk about it. We can also just bring up a few other things, but here, one sec. Let me go have a look.
I'm
Under the tree.
retweeting this show now. Anyone who wants to comment, we will reply to as many of them as possible.
Right. That's what we're gonna do. And then hold on, another click here. Link tree. There we go. So there's an Instagram. I'm not sure what this one is, but okay, let's have a look. Oh, okay, yeah, there's some merchandise here. Let me share the screen with you now.
All
So this is
right.
a friend of mine, or like I guess a more or less a Web3 acquaintance, or I mean, no, I would say friend. We've exchanged thoughts and art. I guess how would you say? Wait, are you seeing this? Hold on. There.
I am.
Okay, great. Yeah. So original art. I mean, it doesn't really say where he is, but I think last time we spoke, he was in Israel. I don't know if he was visiting or for work or so, but I guess you can see like there was some desert-inspired imagery that came from his voyage, from his trip, and
Okay.
self-taught artist. In my
I
opinion,
like
quite
that.
talented. Oh yeah, there's some
Oh,
some
that's
very
incredible.
some very interesting, creepy stuff. When I speak to him about his work, I always end up. It's like a glimpse into the person's mind, their dreams, their kind of visions or whatever. And there's a certain kind of like he's trying to build a bit of a universe around everything. I really like this one.
Yeah, you can definitely see a likeness between it all. It's definitely. Oh man, this is very interesting.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, this is a little one here that he's working on something where it's like a fully rotatable and interactable kind of like object file where you can then like check out, zoom in, zoom out type of thing. It's not a stagnant image from his sculptural works. He's doing a lot of stuff with Blender, from what I understand. But yeah, like the work is indeed phenomenal. Let me show you some other stuff here that's come out. This one's good. Reminds me of this video game. Fuck, what was that called? Hold on.
Silent Hill.
Mm, 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 mm. Uh, it was a video game. It's gonna come back to me. I'm just trying to type this into my phone. It was an obscure game from the 90s.
Hmm.
Yes, MDK. So let me bring up some just on my phone here. It's a PlayStation game. I don't know if you can see this. Or I guess you can't because I'm sharing the screen. Or no, you can. Maybe can you? Is my face still running? I'm not actually viewing the whole thing.
You
Can
are.
you see what I'm in front of my camera? Okay, well here, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was this weird like anti-hero. Hold on, let me see. So MDK video game from the 90s. What was the date on that? 1997, and then they did a second release in the 2000s. But yeah, they had this odd anti-hero or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, he was climb. Oh, this is the best picture that would probably represent it. Do you see that?
Hold
The
up.
similarities?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very similar.
Yeah. So and like Sombozo's really into like comic books and stuff. We were chatting the other day about what was it? We are talking about Dune, but then we were talking about Jodorowsky's Dune, and then he was mentioning Mobius and that kind of sci-fi stuff. I don't know if you ever heard of this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So those are kind of like some of his inspirations, right? And then wait, these are some of the really kick-ass ones that I thought were dope before as well. These like dreamscapes, these like porcelain-like dreamscapes and sceneries. Yeah, very cool stuff, So I'm excited again for him to come on next week and then give us a bit more of his insight and like personal views on it. But yeah, surrealist. Look at this one. This one's really good too.
Oh yeah.
And then, oops. Um,
I love the 3D artwork. I'm definitely getting, especially from the first set, like a futuristic vibe, otherworldly for sure.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
something.
Look at
That's
this mushroom
incredible. That
house
might be
here.
my favorite so far.
This whole scene is really incredible. The glow from the inside of it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And he does this in Blender, you said?
Yeah, yeah, but so wait, like, so there's some other stuff coming up that's not so much Blender. Let me show you here, one sec. Um, so I guess he also has, I don't know what Redbubble is. This is the first time viewing this site. He also has some merchandise. Is
Okay.
what I'm seeing here. You know, caterpillar sticker and such. And there's a lot of caterpillars that always come up again in his work.
It's interesting to see that among artists. You can see, several different sets of work where you sometimes see a key point circling back around in a lot of their different
Yeah.
different works.
Well, so and that's the thing. And so here, hold on, let me find on his Twitter. So he's was been doing these ones as well. So this is almost a bit more two-dimensional, but still three-dimensional. And I was watching Venom, I guess, a little while ago, and I was getting some like Venom vibes from this.
I was gonna say Venom vibes, but also not to bring up another video game. Do you remember Earthworm Jim?
Yeah, exactly. And so he's
It's-
been very influenced by Earthworm Jim. Actually,
okay.
I have a piece, an Earthworm Jim piece from one of my friends, and I was sharing that with him. And yeah, it's just kind of nice when you can bounce not only ideas, but this is the one I actually purchased off of him.
Oh,
You know how it's like 3D, but not quite. Like it's not like a model. It has a two-dimensionality to it. Like it's
and that
anyway.
little creature next to him too.
Mm,
That is,
yeah.
yeah, I like
No,
that.
it's
This
it's
is some
very
great
cool
artwork.
work. Very cool work. And so he was doing, here's an idea of like a 3D Psycho Kitty that he was doing for one of this like this crypto.com project that's been doing pretty well, and we're all still in a fun-loving kind of community vibe in that whole group. But the I guess the how do you say, the commissioned work is less of his cup of tea. He likes doing his own thing.
That makes sense.
So, but here's a couple like nice ones he did for the group.
Ooh,
Nice, eh? And so these
yeah.
are like 2D profile pictures that he turned into like 3D commissions that came his way. Nice, eh?
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, fantastic work, and he's just trying to figure out how to get the work out there. And so I said, well, you should look at these, man.
Oh man, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I said to him, should come on and chat about it. So it's unfortunate we kind of got our time zones mixed up here a little bit, but I think that's no big deal. We'll have an opportunity again next week.
Yeah, there's always next week.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, in the meantime, I guess I can put a pin in this and we can talk about something else. Stop sharing. This is always such a crazy glitch when I go onto the. We can talk some more about his work again, like when we have the opportunity to see or hear from the artists themselves. In the meantime, let me see if there isn't anything. Yeah, actually, there's an interesting little project here coming out that I have to sneak peeks. Let me see what I can show you here. Oh yeah. So this is a little project that I'm pretty curious about. It was done. So I guess one of the many MF or derivatives. There was one that was like the 0x one, which was run by someone who's quite a nice person actually. I got here. I can show you. I got a little like parcel sent to me with some stickers, some bumper stickers, and also this physical laser cut MFer coin.
Oh, that is sweet.
Yeah, wait, where's the camera? There.
That is
Are you
awesome.
winning, son? In Satoshi we trust. And yeah, I think it's aluminum. It's fairly light. But anyway, so this gentleman who made this project and actually delivers has been working on some new stuff. Summer is coming, and the project is called, I think, the Brain Freeze. Or let me go have a look again. Is it Brain Freeze? Or yeah, I think it is. Brain Freezers. So there's a
Brain
couple little
freezers.
sneak peeks here and something on Twitter that I can show you. No, we don't want to stop him. I want to share, and share that screen again. So here, wait, have a little glimpse at this. So there's some sneak peeks of some drawings here. You see those?
Oh yeah.
The ice cream
Wow.
pop, or like the what do you call it? The popsicle, the ice cream sandwich, and I think we have like a slushy head here over next to it, or no? Yeah.
And not that I'm trying to reference another thing, but I get Cuphead vibes from this very much. So
Ah,
this
I
is
love Cuphead.
good.
Those are my Canadian brothers who made a fantastic video game and a Netflix show.
A great
Everyone who
show as
doesn't know
well.
should check it out. I still have not beat the game. It is tough. It is just like it's an experience. It's a vibe. I'm
It
very
is
proud of Cuphead being a Canadian creation, to be quite honest.
very complicated, very frustrating. I've thrown a controller. It is what it is.
Have you managed to complete the whole thing?
No, I'm.
No.
I want to say I'm pretty far into it, about 60 or 70%
Oh,
complete.
and do you play on the more higher difficulties? Because I know there's two different. There's
I
like an
do,
easy
and I
and a
actually,
hard.
coincidentally enough, I played with my sister, who is
Yeah,
not big into video games, and
yeah.
she's a master at
She's a
Cuphead.
master at Cuphead. Well,
Yeah,
no, it's a two-player game. I mean, you can do it on your own, but there's a part where you have to when you're bringing the little ghost back. You know, it's kind of easy when you're helping each other.
yeah, and I'm probably 40 or so% solo, but it's a little easier when you have two people, so that's why we go the harder difficulty.
I love Cuphead. Actually, before we move on, let me just show you of my little friends. I have Mugman and Cuphead at all times.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, and then I do also have some of the bosses, the carrot, the angry carrot, and the boxing register, the cash register.
Okay, yeah, that's
Remember
really
that
cool.
guy? Yeah. So those are a couple little collectibles. I'm a really big fan of Cuphead, so when you bring that stuff up, you got to watch out with me. Get right into it. Anyway, so yeah, this guy's working on something called the brand freezers. I like this first sketch. Let me show you this other one. You see some ice cream stuff here. That's all nice and good. Now let's go real quick to the oh, I gotta get out of here and go here to the Twitter, and I'll show you the one that was shared. Brain. There we go. Freezers. And he's actively like in spaces right now. I wonder what he's checking out. We're talking Luna updates. Okay, not okay, bears. Interesting. And so this is what we got as a sneak peek, as a teaser the other day that he dropped for us. And I thought that art kind of got me really curious and interested as to what's coming next.
Yeah, like the heavy saturation and bright colors in this
Yeah,
photo. It's
right. There's really
definitely
good line work.
it's
Like
impressive.
strong graffiti like vibes from it. It's like it's. I'm excited to see what that's gonna have in store for us. Besides the fact that his existing community is still being held alive and well. Mm, I don't know. Is there anything that you've been looking at? Any projects or such? If while we're still here for a little bit.
Not particularly right now. I found it interesting that now, as you were mentioning just a second ago, very briefly about the OK Bears and then the not OK Bears, and how on the OpenSea collection, the not OK Bears said an OK Bears collection on the blockchain, it actually works. And I was like, oh, we have some blockchain hierarchy going on. It's just a little funny to me.
Well, I mean, I guess another one that I'm really excited about. I don't know. I don't think we've talked about this in the past. It's the Super Yetis. Let me bring some of their stuff up. Very excited about them. The community is fantastic, and let me see what else we have here. There should be an official Twitter that I can show you some cool stuff too. So they're working on a metaverse thing. I'm gonna share, and share. And what I really enjoy is that they grant you commercial rights to your holding, so that you can build a brand out of it, or whatever you decide to do technically.
Okay.
And these guys came out at the same time as the apes last year. They've just had a bit more of a gradual, slowly climb. It didn't. It didn't. How do you say? Exponentially go to such heights like the other project, but nonetheless, it's backed by some solid people. And so these are the Yetis. If you own a Super Yeti or a Snow Demon, that's the little there'll be a breeding. You get the 4K files, 3D printing, and much more. You
Okay.
download the files here through your holding, So it's a 3D interactive character, Ethereum based, right? And there'll be a game. So they just re-released a bit of this roadmap 2.0 to kind of give you an idea. Follow us on Twitter. Maybe we can find that little video. So they bought some land in Sandbox, and instead of building horizontally, they went up and downwards. Yeah, it's probably a lot of giveaways here lately.
Are you unlimited to how high you can build in something like that? I know
Well,
you're limited on the width of your space, but
that's the thing. So they realized that, yeah, and I should hold on. Let me go digging in the Super Yeti channel here, because there is some sneak peeks tucked away. Official announcements, probably that's where they went. Yeah, so they built up and down, and I mean, I'm excited to see what it's going to be as an experience. Here's a trailer. That's what we're looking for. Oh, hold on. It's having a hard time loading here. What's happening? It's probably because I'm on the embedded one. Wait. Let's go directly to Twitter.
Let's go directly to the source.
Yeah. There we go. So there's multiple layers and caves and mazes to explore.
Kind of Minecrafty.
Yeah. Well, that's the sandbox aspect.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's
right. That's just one thing I love about Sandbox in general is that it's everything in there goes back to. And I've spent countless hours on Minecraft in general building things, and I'm kind of glad that it made its way into the metaverse.
But so you're aware that if you have a Minecraft structure, building, or sculpture of some, you can load your asset into Sandbox, right?
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. And so, yeah, they have, I mean, I guess you'll be playing as a small Yeti, fighting off skeletons, exploring the depths of this Yeti verse, per se. And I think it's going to be cool, man. And yeah, so there's breeding as well between the Yetis and these little snow demons, which, I mean, I'm not sure what that's going to look like.
I just love that it's all built on top of Minecraft. That's
exactly, and
I
they did a kick-ass job, man. And so like these are the Yetis. They're at a floor price of what is it? 0.7A. I'm not sure what that means in money wise. $155. That's not bad. So like pretty good price to get in. And yeah, there's some pretty funny. This guy here. What the Bitcoin eye is. There's some pretty funny stuff, some pretty good Yetis, and again, it's about the community. The snow demons look actually pretty adorable themselves too. Let me see if I can find those as well. Hold on. Super Yeti snow demon. Wait. Let's go back to the website. Yeah. So actually, where are they hiding these guys? I might have to do the OpenSea. There they are.
Okay.
So there's these little ones.
Also, yeah, that's 0.08. That's not terrible at all.
No, and it's a good price level to get in. I mean, again, like it's slowly climbing. I think once the sandbox thing will be fully out, that'll be really neat to check out. I'm having a really good time with these people. I guess that's bottom line. It's like, the art's fun. I think I'm gonna do something with my snow demon in like a beverage way. I guess we were joking around, like, what do super Yetis drink? And we were joking around with some folks on Twitter Spaces. It would be fun to have like a snow demon stout. So I have this 3D model of
that'd be cool.
Yeah, of like a little beer can or whatever. So I'm gonna mess around and do some stuff.
Did you see the gutter beers from the Gutter Cat Gang?
No, I did not, but that sounds hilarious. Yeah, so, I mean, there's that. There's two more actually. Maybe I should share that real quick.
On a side note, did you get Did you use the Ethereum name service? Did you make yourself a name?
No.
There was a craze. I mean, there was a craze where people were. I mean, it's now. I think it went from a few 100,000 to now. Let me look on OpenSea. Yeah, there's 1.1 million now. It's just creating a name .eth.
Yeah,
and people were selling 3-number combinations for 1 and 2 ETH even, and it just kind of blew
It's
my mind.
ridiculous.
And
Yeah, no, I've heard that, and then I've heard that if you do, in fact, do one of those addresses, it kind of locks your. I mean, it makes a lot of your shit a bunch more public. So it's easy to find your wallet if you then just type in marshall.eth.
I didn't. I was laying in bed one night. I was like, I want to get something for the memes, so I went ahead and scooped up axebodyspray.eth.
Hilarious. Well, so I mean, one day hopefully you can sell that to Axe Body Spray.
You never know. I heard
Is that the idea that people are having? They're buying these names up in order to sell them later.
I think, and I heard a story that someone had scooped up Chipotle's and sold it to them for a sizable amount. So I don't know if it's true or not. It's something that I heard.
I mean, I can see it be possible. Yeah, I just want to share a couple of things real quick before we head out, because we're talking about cans and such. These are two artists, or rather, one is a project. Let me rephrase. There are two projects. One of them is an artist that I'm looking at on its own as well. So here, let me share. Share. So, because one thought leads me to the next. So, Greg Mike is someone that I'm really looking at, artist and designer. He's coming out with this project, The Loud Ones. They look like this. They're cute, but prior to The Loud Ones, and I found this under his kind of media works here on Twitter, he had these well, I should probably go for the link tree. He had these fantastic cans. Let's see. Not the Loud Ones, the Mad Cans.
Mad Cans.
Yeah. And they look a bit like this. And so there's cool. A whole bunch of these guys that are out. I don't know why I'm only seeing the one, but he's getting a pretty decent price for these as well.
Yeah, 25K in the last 30 days. That's not bad at all.
Here's the OpenSea Mad Cans. Let's see. Brilliant. So I guess are they rotating? Yeah, they are. Not fully rotating left to right like that, but they're pretty neat. And so I was kind of thinking about my little snow demon and doing something. And I have this tall boy from the Ether Brews. These guys are also fantastic, and they have these beer cans that are personalized. Or I mean, they're actually sponsoring like non-alcoholic beverages too.
Okay.
And they are fully interactable, augmented reality kind of things. Duncan Ronkoff, who does these 4K renderings, will toss one of these your way and make one for you as well, like a nice static image. So I got a few of my own, and they give you the opportunity to kind of download a blank can and kind of mess around a little bit with it for some, user submissions or community submissions or so. They have a whole collection of artists that have made some that they're auctioning off, giving away, and some of these are fantastic actually. And so if you click on one, also pretty good price point, like 56. They're having an event coming up where you can still, I don't think it's fully minted out, but you can like obtain one for half price or something on like Thirsty Thursdays. There we go.
That's awesome.
No, they're really nice guys. Nice folks, nice people. And like there's some ladies involved in it too. Of course, it's having a hella hard time to load. Here we are. Do you see this now? How it's like a fully interactable 3D file?
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
And
it's
so,
like a Mr. Potato Head can.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a Mr. Potato Head can. Hold on, are we getting
rugged?
Oh wait, no, we're not getting rugged. I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, wait. So you can zoom in.
Oh wow.
What did I see? Wait. So there's the texture. And how did one of them do this? So like if you zoom in on the holding on your actual thingy, it's trying to load it here. There's a way where they have brains inside of them.
Are you serious?
Yes, dude. He's hidden some Easter eggs in some. One of them I saw has like a little brain. The other one had a little hot, like a wiener dog or something. It's clearly trying to load it here. Oh, here we go. Can we get all the way in? How did they do this? There's an angle where you can zoom in, and it like, I'm not sure how they did it, but I've seen videos. And then there's a little sort of hidden Easter egg inside the can. I'm not doing it here, but yeah. and so they give you a blank can to kind of do your own thing. Stick on your own googly eyes or whatever you'd like. Um, Let me see if I can find this other the honorary or something collection.
I like that. It's innovative being able to allow someone to create their own piece of art off something they've minted from you. That's
Yeah.
definitely something you like to see.
Well, and so you can nominate a brewery, and I'm trying to see if they would be interested in doing something with this Canadian brewery right across from my house or any place that I'm living in. I'll nominate multiple breweries, and I guess the idea is that your ether brew would then allow you to claim, perhaps something within the brewery, a tour, or merchandise, something like that, or perhaps actual beer in itself. They have some charities here. One of the charities is actually the Last Door Recovery Society in Metro Vancouver, which is why I got in touch with them primarily to find out is this a Canadian team? They are not. They just happen to choose this Vancouver rehabilitation center for alcohol treatment.
Okay.
So that was like their first charity that they were working with, and yeah, so beer cans, it's interesting. It's an interesting theme. There's more than one person out there doing it, like right, the Mad Cans. I don't know which ones I like better now. I think
Yeah, they're both really cool.
they're both really cool in their own aspect. Um, I think Greg's has perhaps it's a little different. But wait, let me see. When you go down to like the super rares, there's some really good ones. I have the one I got. I was very pleased with. Sailor one here.
Oh, my
Let's read
internet
this
just
one.
tried to rug me.
Oh yeah, are you still with us?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. They got very robot.
That's okay. But yeah, let me see if this will load in. Oh yeah. So here we have, what is it? We have pizza slice. Oh my god, pizza slice with guitar. Uh, we have the paintbrushes, the scuba mask, and the witch's hat, along with, I guess we have a septum piercing here too on the nose.
And
Yeah,
that
no,
graphic on the can too. Yeah,
and the
that's
graphic on the can. So they are pretty, like there's a lot of traits in comparison to when you look at the Mad Cans here. They're a little bit more simple on the sense that we got eyes, a mouth, and color variation. Really, that's about. Oh, actually, this one is spitting out some rainbows here. That's pretty good. Are the rainbow is the water animated? No, that's stagnant. Hmm. Yeah,
oh, that's cool. Yeah, the rainbow like tears.
you see that here? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, he does go a little further. Oh, we got a kiss one here. I'm interested to see what he's gonna do now in his 2D work. I'm curious to see what the loud ones look like. I actually I vibe with this psychedelic Bugs Bunny here.
That I'm getting a lot of vibes from that whole row right there. Like
Mm.
almost a Bugs Bunny, then a Yogi Bear, then like a Chucky Finster from Rugrats. I'm feeling like all the way across. It's like my childhood on the can.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I mean, the can itself. I have cans in my hands a million times over. So it is perhaps the familiar imagery of that shape. Um, Something about it draws me in.
Cans in my hands.
Yeah, name of my new single coming out next week.
Better than ants in your pants is cans in your hands.
Anyhow, so yeah, this is just like a few things that I've been looking at. I'm pleased to have my ether brews. I have 3, hoping to perhaps collect 3 more and have a 6-pack. And then
Oh, a 6-pack.
yeah,
I like that.
yeah. No, they're doing a whole.
That
bunch
would be
of stuff
something
like
that would be cool to see if you got all of them, if you could put all of them in a
There
6-pack.
is a breakdown. If you own a 6-pack, a 12-pack, or a 2-4, you get different benefits. I think. I'm pretty
That's
sure.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So anyway, yeah, that's just a little bit of something here. Again, I think we'll have a much better insight on why Sombozo chooses what he does, or maybe not. Maybe he's just like, I do it, it comes to me, and that's it. But his work is researched. His kind of inspirational library where he draws ideas from goes as far back as mine. We're roughly the same age. He's a little older than I am, but we were also all born in like the early '90s or late 80s. So yeah, there's like a lot of stuff that we all grew up on that we all might have in common. I mean, we were talking about comic books, and I actually hold on, I just grab it's right here. we were talking about stuff like I bought this comic book 20 years ago in Germany, and my parents weren't too pleased with me. And I found it again. Do you know what this is? You know Spawn?
Of course.
Yeah. So this is great stuff. Again, an anti-hero, and like, yeah, my parents were at the time when I was 10, 11, not very pleased with that. I was looking at gory imagery. But
I wish I would have been more responsible when I was younger. We used to go to a family friend's house, and we'd see them once a year, once every 2 years. But every time we went over there, their dad had these collectible Spawn action figures in the box, and he would always beg, take one with you, please. And my 8-year-old dumbass would take it out of the box and play with it. I really wish I wouldn't have.
Because they're worth now. They're worth a nice penny now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, and this is the thing. I mean, like Spider-Man, Superman, like they're all good, but like Spawn, that's some like anti-hero, like underdog. You know,
it's different than the rest. It's
different than the rest, bro.
Yeah.
This is why I connect to it. I think it's just like Spawn doesn't try to fit in. He just is. And then I found this other really cool thing. Maybe I'll share this. And this is stuff that Sombozo and I were talking about. He's familiar with this little book, Graffiti in the Athenian Agora. So we're talking 500 years before Christ. There was documentations. This is the Agora. So you get the fresh fish at the Agora. It's the market.
The fresh fish.
Yeah, and then we have, we have the scriptures, and there's how do you say grocery lists inscribed, but then there's also some really interesting imagery. I mean, there's a lot of the same. Like if we go here, for example, you have the Greek archer, in nude, a boy with apple. But yeah, and some really interesting stuff. So I guess this is where he was drawing some of the inspiration when he was lately visiting Sombozo. This is when he was visiting the desert and I guess just the landmarks of Israel and such where he was. I believe it's really it's different kind of influence when you start seeing this stuff. And street art is also art, right?
Of course. It's crazy.
So anyway,
some of the things that even, I mean, some say, oh, I got my inspiration from this, but I think everything around you collectively that guided you and inspired you in a certain way to create something that you might not even have noticed that's something in your past that inspired you to a certain work or interest.
Right. But that's the thing. So there's all these unknown influences, and I think it's great when there's some. When you're consciously going back on saying, hey, like, this and this is what changed me, and then you find some similarities about that, like artists that I've talked to, I don't necessarily know about their art, but I'm connecting with them about we have the similar interests. We like the same music, we like the same food, we like, so now let me look at your art, and of course it's fantastic because we're interested in the same thing. It speaks to me. All that is a nice experience and an exciting way to connect with others. I guess I received the portrait I commissioned from Tunisia a couple of days ago. I'm going to go out right now and buy a frame for it. So I'll show you that when it's framed next week.
Absolutely. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And that was Pika who came on a while ago. Remember?
Yeah.
So I got his piece. Came all the way from Tunisia. Mint condition.
I definitely look forward to hearing from Sombozo next week. And God, what a great story and great work from Carrie last week too.
I know exactly. Dennis
asked
me to write a little synopsis or like so I'll put something together for the Spotify aspect. But yeah, she's a fantastic individual, and I think it's tremendously refreshing to see someone who's older than us. Kind of dabble and do the same things that we do, perhaps even better because they have a bit more experience in marketing themselves and such. She's an inspiration. I don't know if she's world renowned, but it doesn't matter.
It's an inspiration to me for sure.
Yeah. So that was good. I'm glad that was positive, and
seeing it extend to another generation in general, you're like, holy crap, you know a lot about all this.
Yeah, bro.
She's blockchain and making NFTs, and that's that's what I'm saying.
So like, and in that sense, the whole conversation too about leaving the work behind as a legacy is, I think, really what is interesting. You're leaving something around. You're creating stuff for others to enjoy, to look at, even if it's not now, it'll be later. But you're making a mark. And this is what leading back to the graffiti in the Agora. These people, they chose to also leave a mark. just by scratching into the walls and doing the original graffiti. Here's one that I actually really love. I'll leave you on that note. This face work here in the middle between the two panels.
Yeah.
My finger here. Yeah, I think. Oh, I gotta. Left is right, right is left.
Yeah, like that's
very simple line work, but
I'm gonna have to look into this. I've never seen that book before.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. So anyway, that's about all I got here. I'm getting a phone call, so I'll let you go, and much love.
All right. Well, I will see you next week, buddy.
See you next week, everyone. Bye.
Peace.